and gentlemen. My name is Lainey Brooks, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to today's Music Making America concert. Tonight you will hear the music of Irving Berlin, the blockbuster songs from John Williams and Disney, the music of the 1940s big band sounds, and so much more as we celebrate all the music that makes America so special. Without further ado, please welcome our talented artistic director and conductor, Barbara Rubenstein. As the horrific oppression continues in the country of Ukraine, we join musical organizations around the world in showing our collective compassion for the suffering people and the senseless loss of life in that country. Over the past year, you may have heard this uplifting music, but you may not be familiar with the English translations of the lyrics. The glory and freedom of Ukraine has not yet perished. Luck will still smile on us, brother Ukrainians. Our enemies will die as the dew does in the sunshine, and we too, brothers, will live happily in our land. We will not spare either our souls or our bodies to get freedom, and we'll prove that we brothers of Kazakh kin. Please rise as we pay tribute to Ukraine, and then please join in singing our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. Therefore, it is only fitting that in our concert today we are highlighting the music that made America. We should start with the jazz genre, featuring a salute to the big bands of the 1940s, bringing to mind Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Tommy Dorsey, Count Basie, and Woody Herman. This was also the era of World War II, and many musical acts strive to reflect the pain that the country was going through while still remaining upbeat and positive. So first we have Jersey Bounce. That was the name of numerous World War II bombers, and as music recorded by Benny Goodman in 1942, Jersey Bounce spent 4 weeks as #1 on the music charts. Then we give you Tuxedo Junction, recorded by Glenn Miller and his orchestra. Miller's 1940 arrangement slowed down the original tempo and added trumpet fanfares, also taking it to #1. And last but not least is Take the A-Train, which became the signature tune of Duke Ellington's band. It was composed in 1939 by Billy Strayhorn. When Ellington gave him directions to get to his house, that began with Take the A-Train. So here is Salute to the Big Bands featuring Jersey Bounce, Tuxedo Junction, and Take the A-Train from the American Big Band era. providing water for human survival and raising crops, irrigation, electricity, transportation, access to trade, travel, and resources. Once again, going hand in hand, our country's music and our country's waterways, it is only fitting that our next piece is Fantasy on American Sailing Songs by Mr. Claire Grundman, featuring a medley of lively sailing tunes. Grundman was a public school and collegiate music educator, as well as a military musician, and his great compositions are performed extensively. Included in this robust medley is Hornet and Peacock, Lowlands, What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor, and Rio Grande. Enjoy! Bobby Troup. In the 1930s, an important link to westward travel was the construction of the famous Route 66, providing the opportunity for much economic prosperity for businesses and communities along its way. Troup sketched out the song as he drove across the country to California in 1946 with the dream of making it big in music. He chose to travel Route 66. And as the song says, if you've ever had a plan to travel west, travel my way, take the highway, it's the best. Get your kicks out of Route 66. But before we take off, let's welcome our favorite guest soloist, the talented jazz vocalist Donna Singer, to guide us on our journey. Donna has performed around the world from Canada to Japan, and today is very excited to announce that she just signed a contract to perform in London this spring. But what's great for us is she always comes home to us. And this time she's here to lead us across Route 66. Take it away, Donna.
Thank you.
word Ashokan means one cloth in the language of the Nigerian Yoruba tribe that came to America during the slave trade. And in the Catskill Mountains, it is the name of a village near Woodstock that was originally inhabited by Dutch settlers who may have altered the translation of the name to a Lenape Indian word meaning a good place to fish. But for Jay Unger and his wife Molly Mason, who were running a summer arts camp in the Catskills in the late 1980s, Ashokan Farewell was composed to commemorate the camp session being over. Unger used the style of an Irish lament because he wanted something that would capture the sense of sadness he felt as the summer, with all its camaraderie, community, and joy, would be ending. He wanted it at the same time to be somewhat celebratory too. The tune, he says, was my attempt to get back that feeling of connectiveness. The melody will be introduced by alto saxophone soloist Steve Brooks, who along with the band, I am sure, will help you experience all these emotions through their magical expression. love of country, Berlin wrote many patriotic songs, particularly reflecting the country's emotions during the involvement in both World War I and II. Today's songs for America include This is the Army, Mr. Jones, written as we entered World War II. Give me your tired, your poor, which is the inscription on the base of the Statue of Liberty at Ellis Island, a statue symbolizing freedom and liberty for all. This is a Great Country, which was written later in Berlin's career in the early 60s when he was sensing that a love of our country was waning. And probably the most famous, God Bless America, which was an expression of his personal gratitude to the nation that allowed him, an impoverished Russian immigrant, to become a successful songwriter. To help us with the presentation of this medley, we welcome to the podium Mayor Ty Penserga, who will be narrating a portion for us. James on trumpet, and Mayor Ty Conserta. And let's invite the mayor for a few words.
Good afternoon, Boynton Beach. Thank you for taking a few moments for me. I just wanted to say thank you to the amazing musicians we have on stage. Each and every one of you are a joy. I always love coming here. My family loves you, and we sing your praises wherever we go. So thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Trust me when I say you are a pride of our city. I also want to thank First Baptist Church for hosting this musical event here this afternoon, and also First Presbyterian Church where they hold their rehearsals. Thank you to all of you for showing up and supporting events like these. We want our city to be a place of not just economic growth and strong schools. We want it to be a place of arts and culture, and this is part of that. So I hope we'll continue to support them and organizations like them as our city grows. Lastly, I want to invite you to an event that's never been had before, and it is a musical event at City Hall. I'm calling it City Hall Social. It will be held this Thursday, March 2nd, not this Thursday, but it is a Thursday, March 2nd, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., right across the street, 100 East Ocean Avenue. The purpose of this event is to let you know that City Hall is for all of us. It is open. I want you to meet all the leadership. I want you to meet the various directors of the departments, from Parks and Rec to Public Works. I want you to have that direct connection to City Hall. We're opening it up like it's never been opened before. And we're going to do it over some food. We're going to do it with some music, great company. It's going to be a fun night, very casual. And thank you all again. And I hope I will see you there. City Hall Social, March 2nd, 5:30 to 7:30. Thank you.
Okay, after our next piece, we will have a brief 15-minute intermission. Brief intermission. Just saying. It's hard to get you people back here. America the Beautiful is an important American patriotic song whose lyrics were written by Catherine Lee Bates, with music composed by church organist and choir minister Samuel Ward. Catherine Bates originally wrote the words as a poem titled Pike's Peak, but when it was first published in 1895, she gave it a new title, America. Meanwhile, Samuel Ward had originally written the music for the 1960s hymn, O Mother Dear Jerusalem, in 1882. Ward's music with the Bates poem were combined and published in 1910 with the title America the Beautiful. Today, the song is one of the most beloved and popular of the many American patriotic songs, often considered with the same importance and reverence as the Star-Spangled Banner. This particular arrangement is by Carmen Dragon. It's one of the most emotional renditions of this popular tune. Dragon was an American conductor and arranger who, in addition to live performances and recording, worked in radio, film, and television. Fun fact, Carmen Dragon's son is Darryl Dragon, well known to our generation as the captain of the duo Captain and Tennille. I know, you learned so much here. Please enjoy this magnificent arrangement of America the Beautiful. civilian entertainment. And of course, we are familiar with John Philip Sousa, the March King, who revolutionized the genre during the 19th and 20th centuries. But he was not the only composer of this widely popular style of music. Henry Fillmore was a famed conductor, composer, trombonist, musical entertainer, and supreme showman on the podium. He wrote music to make people happy, and it is said that he had more fun with his music than anyone. He believed that the audience was a crucial part of every performance, and we hope that you will leave today with the same feeling. He wrote Americans We in 1929 and dedicated it to all of us, meaning that he truly wanted to make everyone happy with his music, particularly the students of our country who are our future. It definitely ranks along with John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever as one of the top marches of our time. Music editor Frederick Fennell described it as happy a piece of music as I know. So let's have some fun with Henry Fillmore and Americans We. part of our lives since 1923 and has had a huge impact on entertainment, especially through the music, because the music plays role in the movies by helping to introduce and develop the characters, to advance the plots, to foreshadow events, and to establish tone. So going along with today's theme, Music Making America, what could be more American than a Disney animated movie? It is from these movies that we get so many musical blockbusters. This medley features some of Disney's best: Under the Sea from Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Friend Like Me in a Whole New World from Aladdin. they're just humble and they're wonderful, right? It's almost as hard as getting them back from intermission. Music can be used to celebrate joyous occasions, to mourn sadness, to unify us in common emotions, to inspire performance and excellence, and to honor accomplishments. The composer of Lest We Forget tells us that he wrote this composition to honor his father. His dad was a soldier in World War II, and after the war, it was his job to go in and disarm bombs that had failed to detonate during previous air attacks. In those private moments when speaking to his dad and thanking him for his courage and valor, his dad simply replied, "I was just doing my job." He composed this beautiful piece explaining, "Let us forever be mindful that while our great nation looks to its future, we should never forget the sacrifices and contributions from our heroes from the past. And let us add today, may we honor the sacrifices and contributions of our heroes today, lest we forget." detours in cinematic history. In this next medley, you will hear music from E.T., Harry Potter, Star Wars, all composed by the incomparable John Williams. spirit of the United States is always present in the hearts and minds of its citizens. But even more so when hearing the songs that make our land so special. I am sure you all know the words to Yankee Doodle Boy, I am a Yankee Doodle Dandy, America, my country 'tis of thee, America the beautiful, oh beautiful for spacious skies, as the caissons go rolling along, over hill, over dale. You're supposed to be doing this. The Marine's hymn from the halls of Montezuma. You're a grand old flag, you're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag. We invite the members of the audience to capture the spirit of our great country by lending your voices to the band's accompaniment in a good old-fashioned patriotic sing-along led by Renee Schraub. Here is A Patriotic as she makes her way. Before we play our final piece today, it is my great pleasure to welcome our artistic director and conductor, Barbara Rubenstein, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. And I do hope that you are having a fun afternoon. Thank you for choosing to spend the afternoon with us, and what a better way to spend President's Day weekend, right? To celebrate with your favorite American music. We sincerely hope that you have enjoyed the variety of genres and musical arrangements that were presented today. Let's have another round of applause first for our vocalist, Donna Singer, for American Sarah, and to Renee Schwab for leading the sing-along. Please join me in extending our sincere appreciation to everyone here at First Baptist Boynton for this beautiful venue in which to present our concert. Pastor Keith Baker, Michael Zuloff, and his staff. And a huge thank you to Casey Lynn and her crew up there for the absolutely lovely video enhancements that she coordinates with our music. We so appreciate that. Thank you so much. We also extend our sincere appreciation to all the folks at the First Presbyterian Church. As the mayor mentioned, that is where we rehearse every Thursday evening. Pastor Emily Ash, Kathy McDevitt, the office administrator, and Willie Drayton, campus security, who does so much for us. We thank them for all that they do. The band is supported in part by the City of Boynton Beach Recreation and Parks Department, and we thank Casey Young, director, the city commissioners, the city manager, and of course the mayor for your continued support and support of all the arts for the community of Boynton Beach. The business details of the band are handled by our board of directors who are listed in the program. Would you all who are on the board please stand to be recognized? And special thanks to Mary Wilkie, who also is responsible for music distribution and programs and printing and pretty much everything else that needs to be done. Believe it or not, we don't just blink and this all happens. And also a special thank you to Bob Wilkie and Jeff Hinson and all the volunteers who help us all the time for moving our Thank you so much to Kat Valentine for handling the front of the house and to Michelle Spott for handling the ticket sales today. We sincerely thank our recent individual donors who have assisted us in fulfilling our goals of performance, education, and outreach, including the purchase of new music for our performances. We also sincerely appreciate our business sponsors recognized in the program. Please refer to the information in your programs if you would like to participate in any way in helping us continue to do what we love to do. And last, but certainly not least, let's have another huge round of applause for these amazing musicians sitting up here on the stage sharing their talent. And of course, equally important are all of you, our loyal and appreciative audience. If it weren't for you, this concert would not nearly be as much fun as it is. We hope that you will return next month when the Gold Coast Band takes you on a musical journey out of this world. We will be blasting off right here, back here on Sunday, March 26th at 3 o'clock. Do you want to fly to the moon, Mars, maybe Jupiter, or follow a rainbow? Well, we will help you do just that, so you won't want to miss Out of This World, March 26th. Finally, please help me welcome back to the microphone our terrific mistress of ceremonies, who does an amazing job bringing our music to life to you, Lainey Brooks.
March 2nd, Thursday, from 5 to 7, right? It's going to be at the City Hall social gathering. you're going to be back here with us. Okay, John Philip Sousa, the American March King, was enlisted in the Marine Corps at age 13 by his father to keep him from running away with the circus. He was listed as an apprentice musician, eventually rising to conductor and developing it into the country's premier military band, the President's Own. In 1892, he left the military to start his own band. In 1917, at age 62, he was asked to lead the Navy Band at the start of World War I. After the war, he went back to his own band, always wearing his Navy uniform proudly until his death in 1932 at the age of 77. Sousa wrote over 130 marches during his lifetime, including the Stars and Stripes Forever, which was declared the National March of the United States in 1987. In case you hadn't noticed, soloists make each piece special. Our soloists for our Sousa tribute are Bruce Campbell on euphonium, Jim St. Clair on clarinet, Susan Mina French horn, Jennifer Moorhead piccolo, Madeline Lamertz on bells, Gary Risco alto saxophone. We now present an incredible medley of Sousa's 9 favorite marches, ending with a version of the Stars and Stripes Forever that is sure to bring down the house. Thank you. Come back March 26th and you'll hear some more. Drive safely.